Goswami on The Debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, and in the nation's sharpest opinion, because we speak sharply and we speak surely, and we speak as directly as needs to be spoken in our country, instead of taking this wishy-washy line we'll ask tonight. In 12 to 13 districts of Assam, according to the Assam Chief Minister, Hindus have become a minority. Now the question is not, should we be worried because Hindus are a minority? Because that point will be twisted and turned in many ways, and people will say, oh, you know, you've got this line and that line. No. The fact of the matter is the numbers are staring us in the face. These are border districts of Assam, bordering Bangladesh. Dhubri, now almost 80% Muslim. Ladies and gentlemen, many other such districts, Hindus are a minority. And if you look at all over Assam numbers, ladies and gentlemen, the officially accepted number of the Assam government is that the Hindu population in Assam is under 60%, around 57%. And the Muslim population of Assam is about 41%. This is not an organic increase in the Muslim population of Assam, no. This is an inorganic increase. This is lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of Bangladeshis just walking over and entering Assam like they own the property. And therefore, this inorganic increase has led to a situation where Borpeta, for example, which is center of Hindu religion, today Hindus are less than 30%, 71% Muslim population. Ladies and gentlemen, my own ancestral village is close to that region of Borpeta. But I am not saying this because I am from Assam. I am asking you a question today, if you are watching this. Should we allow this? Will this demographic shift in border districts of Assam and many other regions not have an impact on social stability? And is that stability not important in a country like India? Should we become so woke, so left liberal that we say, oh, it's all right, let's just live and let live? That approach, which I call, ladies and gentlemen, a stupid approach of people like Saida Hamid. She's close inner circle of Sonia Gandhi, typical NGO Lutyens, super privileged set, have no idea what's going on in this country, but want to talk about the country. Have no idea about the country, no idea what happens beyond Khan Market, but want to talk about Assam. Look at what she says. She says, Bangladeshis are also human, let them live in India. Well, Saida Hamid, let them live in your house. Let's hear the stupid comment first.
अच्छा बांग्लादेशी बोलने में क्या गुनाह है? अरे भाई बांग्लादेशी भी तो इंसान है. अरे दुनिया इतनी बड़ी है, बांग्लादेशी भी यहाँ हो सकते हैं. किसी का राइट डिप्राइव तो नहीं कर रहे. ये कहना कि उसका राइट डिप्राइव कर रहे हैं, उसका राइट डिप्राइव कर रहे हैं, ये एक बहुत ही इट्स अ वेरी वेरी ट्रबलसम एंड एन एक्सट्रीमली mischievous and very detrimental to humanity.
Problem with Saida Hamid is not that she is wrong. The problem is that she knows nothing. She is not aware of demography, society, nothing. It's a typical privileged, hollow, shallow, Lutyens approach. I wonder how these people became activists. But by the way, these people are the same people. Saida Hamid visited Pakistan in 2022. She lectured at a conference against Article 370 abrogation. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine if the Congress party were to come to power in Assam, if the Congress party was to come to power nationally, what would happen? Today, Himanta Biswa Sarma's fight is not a political fight. It's not a political fight. The fight is something that you've got to decide on, viewers. The question is, should we allow our country to be run over? Today Assam, tomorrow Madhya Pradesh, tomorrow Chhattisgarh. You already know what's happening in Jharkhand. You already know what's happening in Jharkhand, you already know what's happening in Bengal, you already know what's happening in Assam, and there are parts of Meghalaya now which are being run over. Ladies and gentlemen, what happens to the indigenous communities of our country? Are they to be run over by Bangladeshis? Are they going to lose their language, their culture, and their way of life? Which is why this is a very important battle. I just want you to hear what Himanta Biswa Sarma has said here. And I want to ask everyone today, if this Tukde gang says, let Bangladeshis take over India, are you ready, wherever you're watching this tonight, to give up your homeland, to give up your language, to give up your way of life? If you're not, then please listen carefully to what Himanta Biswa Sarma has said.
Kali tekhete koise je Bangladeshi holeo manubur ami rakhi thobo lage. Tar mane ei Congress dol nagorik komiti এইবিলাকক যদি আমি বাসি থাকিব দিও কেতিয়াবা বাংলাদেশী বিলাক অসমত আহিব আৰু অসমীয়া মানুহবিলাক বাংলাদেশ যাব.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is the point on which the Prime Minister had addressed all of us this year at the Red Fort. The Prime Minister gave a warning. Now we can be blind and say it does not matter. We can be divided and talk about having caste reservations in the Miss India competition, those kind of stupid arguments that Rahul Gandhi makes. Or we can look and think very carefully at the warning the Prime Minister has given in his speeches this time, not just at the Red Fort but elsewhere as well, where he's spoken about how infiltrators will take away our land and our way of life. And wherever you're watching this tonight, if you're watching this in Pondicherry, you are watching this in Rajasthan, you're watching this in Maharashtra, one day this demographic deliberate shift that is happening, the imbalance in our social fabric is going to hit you as well. So please listen to what the Prime Minister said.
कोई देश अपना देश घुसपैठियों के हवाले नहीं कर सकता है. दुनिया का कोई देश नहीं कर सकता है. हम भारत को कैसे कर सकते हैं? कोई देश अपना देश घुसपैठियों के हवाले नहीं कर सकता है. दुनिया का कोई देश नहीं कर सकता है. तो हम भारत को कैसे कर सकते हैं?
And ladies and gentlemen, this is a national crisis. That is why when you listen to the debate, ongoing debate on SIR, the Special Intensive Revision, just calmly ask yourself, why is Mamata Banerjee so much against it? Why is Tejasvi and Rahul against it? Is this the same Mamata Banerjee whose party, the Trinamool Congress, organized a meeting where it was said, don't worry if you're a Bangladeshi, come to us, we will put your name on the electoral rolls? Is that their concern? Is their real concern? Is the real concern of Mamata Banerjee and Tejasvi and Rahul Gandhi that the so-called Muslim vote bank, which they have been cultivating, also includes many people who may not be Indian citizens, who may have come from outside, people whose names are there in the voter list? Otherwise, why would there be so much opposition to the cleaning up of the voter list? One of the ways of preserving our nation's fabric is by respecting citizenship. If you're a citizen of the country, you can vote. But you can't walk across the border and claim to be a citizen of the country because you got a political party's help to include your name in the electoral rolls. In that case, you will have to go through multiple levels of verification to be allowed to vote. So viewers, whenever you look at the SIR debate, when you see the protests, understand the larger reason why all of this is happening. And the larger reason is this: there are people who want our country to be run over by Bangladeshis, who want our national fabric to change, who want inorganic expansion of the Muslim population so that they can go and do their Muslim vote bank politics, and who will not care at the social havoc these situations will create because they cannot look beyond Khan Market. Let's debate.
षड्यंत्र के तहत, सोची समझी साजिश के तहत देश की डेमोग्राफी को बदला जा रहा है. एक नए संकट के बीज बोए जा रहे हैं और ये घुसपैठिए मेरे देश के नौजवानों की रोजी रोटी छीन रहे हैं. जब डेमोग्राफी परिवर्तन होता है, सीमावर्ती क्षेत्रों में डेमोग्राफी में परिवर्तन होता है, तब राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा के लिए संकट पैदा होता है. देश की एकता, अखंडता और प्रगति के लिए ये संकट पैदा होता है. सामाजिक तनाव के बीज बो देता है. और कोई देश अपना देश घुसपैठियों के हवाले नहीं कर सकता है. दुनिया का कोई देश नहीं कर सकता है. तो हम भारत को कैसे कर सकते हैं?
Today, as per 2011 census, in Assam 34% population is minority. So if you remove 3% indigenous Assamese Muslim, then 31% is the Muslim who migrated to Assam. And if you projected that on the basis of 2021, 31 and 41, you come to a almost 50-50 position. So there is no my take. I am just stating you what is the statistical census report.
Prime Minister Modi and Assam Chief Minister have warned off the conspiracy to change India's demography. And rightly so.
बांग्लादेशी बोलने में क्या गुनाह है? अरे भाई बांग्लादेशी भी तो इंसान है. अरे दुनिया इतनी बड़ी है, बांग्लादेशी भी यहाँ हो सकते हैं. किसी का राइट डिप्राइव तो नहीं कर रहे. ये कहना कि उसका राइट डिप्राइव कर रहे हैं, उसका राइट डिप्राइव कर रहे हैं, ये एक बहुत ही इट्स अ वेरी वेरी ट्रबलसम एंड एन एक्सट्रीमली mischievous and very detrimental to humanity.
The woke lobby, the so-called crusaders of humanity, are justifying the dangerous precedent. Assam Chief Minister once again tore down their narrative and said that Delhi-based team is trying to paint lawful evictions as humanitarian crisis to weaken India's fight against illegal infiltrators.
কৈছে যে ইয়াতে যিবিলাক উচ্ছেদ কৰে সকলোকে সংস্থাপন দিব লাগিব এই বিষয়ে তেওঁ 7 বাৰ মান জন্ম ল'ব লাগিব 7 বাৰ মান আৰু জন্ম হৈ আহিব লাগিব
BJP sees in Hamid's a diatribe against the Assam government, a copybook case of Congress's vote bank politics at play.
बोगस नागरिक हों या बोगस वोटर्स हों, उनके बचाव का जो ब्रिगेड है वो ब्रिगेड जो है वो बहुत एक्टिव है इस समय. दुनिया का कोई भी देश अपने देश में घुसपैठियों की बेतहाशा बढ़ती हुई जनसंख्या को नज़रअंदाज नहीं कर सकता, इग्नोर नहीं कर सकता. आप जो है वो जो हमारे बोनाफाइड वोटर्स हैं उनकी सुरक्षा के बजाय बोगस जो नागरिक हैं, बोगस वोटर्स हैं, उनकी जो है वो आप सुरक्षा में लगे हुए हैं.
If there is any doubt, the Supreme Court of the country has a clear stand. If they are foreigners, they have to be deported. Modi government is not backing down in the fight against illegal infiltrators.
घुसपैठियों की बढ़ती संख्या चिंता का विषय है. बिहार के सीमावर्ती जिलों में तेजी से डेमोग्राफी बदल रही है. इस खतरे से निपटने के लिए मैंने डेमोग्राफी मिशन शुरू करने की बात कही है. बहुत जल्द ये मिशन अपना काम शुरू करेगा. हम हर घुसपैठियों को देश से बाहर करके ही रहेंगे. देश के भीतर बैठे घुसपैठियों के समर्थकों से भी सावधान रहिए. जान जाइए कौन घुसपैठियों के साथ खड़ा है. कांग्रेस और आरजेडी जैसे दल बिहार के लोगों का हक छीनकर घुसपैठियों को देना चाहते हैं.
What is the opposition's problem with the mission against infiltrators? Is there really a humanitarian angle, or is it all for the vote bank politics?
The question is why some people are desperate to turn Assam into a Muslim majority state. In fact, there's a race going on now, Rajat, Tuin, which will become the next Muslim majority state, Assam or Bengal. That's why for them, Himanta Biswa Sarma is a target. Himanta is saying, listen, you people go away. And there's a drive that happened in Gurgaon, very nice drive, by the way, fantastic drive. All the Bangladeshis have run away from Gurgaon. All of them who used to say, no, we are from Bengal, we are not from Bangladesh. They know now the police is coming, so they've run away. Maybe they've run to West Bengal to vote, but eventually they'll be thrown out to, you'll have to run back to Bangladesh. There has to be fear. Himanta Biswa Sarma is creating a sense of fear. Some people, I think, Tuhin, want Assam to turn into a Muslim majority state. But let me give a prediction. All these Bangladeshis will be chased out of Assam. if Himanta continues to be chief minister and he
Arnab,
wins the next
since you
election,
come from Assam, since you come from Assam, you would agree that Assam is the epicenter of vote chori for the last 75 years.
सबसे बड़ी वोट चोरी असम में की है कांग्रेस पार्टी ने.
1949.
They are winning with Bangladeshi votes. Now the Bangladeshis will be thrown out,
70 सालों से ये वोट चोरी चल रही
moved
है.
out. They'll run back to Bangladesh.
On 7th May 1949, the first Chief Minister Gopinath Bordoloi had written to Nehru that there is mass exodus of people from East Pakistan, and if this is not stopped, not only will it prove to be a security threat, it will harm the indigenous population of Assam. No action was taken. Rather, it was silently and tacitly encouraged, to a point where in the mid-70s, you know how it led to a massive student agitation leading to the formation of the, Assam, Prafulla Mahanta being the chief minister in 1984. But today, thankfully, after 2016, the situation is under control. A lot more needs to be done. But when it comes to people like Saida Hamid, you need to understand who are they. They are people who are intrinsic to the Congress ecosystem, close to the Gandhi family, an ex-member of the Planning Commission. And Congress party today is an ideological inheritor of the Muslim League, which has been backing illegal migrants ad nauseum. You go and follow Gogoi rally, Gaurav Gogoi rally, you will see what is happening on the ground. How he's reaching out to illegal migrants.
Yeah, he wants the Muslim vote.
So I think,
he wants the Muslim vote, and he's Congress has become
the future of Bharat.
Yeah. Now,
it's a war for the future of Bharat, and we will not allow the Congress ecosystem and the illegal migrants to win this war. They will be defeated, and you are also aware of the delimitation exercise which has taken place in Assam. That has allayed the danger by a good 20 years. We will do everything to safeguard Assam and the rest of the country from illegal migrants and their supporters in the Congress party.
Now, viewers, when you're listening to this debate, keep one thing in mind. What was Shaheen Bagh about? Shaheen Bagh was when it was said that if the CAA happens, then persecuted Hindus from Bangladesh will come into India. How many will come? A few hundreds, a few thousands. That, according to the Congress and the Muslim vote bank ecosystem, would have ruined India. But lakhs and millions of Bangladeshis can come into India. They say they will enrich the culture of India. The Congress ecosystem is saying, through Saida Hamid, Allah ne ye dharti बनाई है इंसानों के लिए. अल्लाह ने ये धरती बनाई है इंसानों के लिए, मगर अल्लाह ने असम की धरती बांग्लादेशियों के लिए नहीं बनाई है. सिर्फ एक मुस्लिम आइडेंटिटी के बेसिस पर आप सबको यू वांट टू गले पकड़ के सबको आप बुलाना चाहते आ जाइए. इतनी सिर्फ मुस्लिम सेंटिमेंट है, मगर यू नो समथिंग, असम के कई जगह है where you cannot speak Assamese today, where Hindus cannot go out safely, they are attacked. There is no secularism, कुछ नहीं है. Parts of Assam, they said Friday को छुट्टी होगी हमारी, Sunday को नहीं. ये है इनकी secularism. ये है इनकी secularism. But the people of Assam are fighting back now. Congress ecosystem wants to turn Assam into a Muslim majority state. It cannot be allowed to happen. So Tausif and to everyone, I want to tell you, this is not going to happen. There's going to be a huge battle on this issue. And there is going to be a demographic commission in our country to stop this infiltration and throw the Bangladeshis out. And by the way, the Bangladeshis are very scared because sab bhag ke chale gaye. In Gurgaon, they all ran away. Now Bangladeshis you don't find anymore.
Hindu Bangladeshis are coming. They are also infiltrators. They are also illegal.
How many? Hardly a few. They are not. They are not infiltrators. India is their home. India is the natural home for Hindus. It's the only large Hindu majority country in the world. If Hindus don't come to India, where will they go? Saudi Arabia.
Where do you get this data from? Where do you get this data from? Hardly a few Hindus are coming from Bangladesh. Entire border area of West Bengal and Assam is filled with Bangladeshis, if I go by the BJP leaders' words of mouth. And on what basis you say that only a few of them are Hindus and the rest of them are Muslims. Why this hatred on the basis of religion?
No, not
Any
hatred. If they are,
foreigner illegally entering India,
these Bangladeshi Muslims must be thrown back.
You're opening fire on Muslims. Assam police is brutally.
You want them to
killing
be
these
persecuted
people in the
over there?
name
You
of
want them to be
forced
victims of
eviction.
genocide?
In the name of eviction, you are killing them. Assam police bullets
Muslim
are killing
infiltrators
them.
are not welcome.
Right from 2021. Right from
Muslim
2021,
infiltrators are not
that
welcome.
incident? How can we forget that incident 2021 when police opened fire
Arnab, how
on
can
the,
they be
on the
so
population?
heartless?
And
They know
and
the plight of
and a
Hindus
journalist was
who
seen
flee from
jumping on the
Bangladesh.
corpse.
They are aware
A
of the
journalist
plight
was
of
jumping
Hindus who
on the
flee from
dead body
Bangladesh.
of
They
the
are
person who
equating
was
them.
shot and
They are
killed by the Assam
equating
police
the
fighter.
persecuted Hindus with the planned illegal migration. Shame on TMC.
You know only
How low can you
hatred.
stoop? You have
You guys have
don't
ruined
have
the
you
country.
don't how heartless can you be? You don't
guys have
realize the
ruined
plight
our
of Hindus
nation.
who flee to save their lives.
Our country,
You are equating them with the
BJP,
planned, with the writers of Murshidabad. You are equating
completely
them with the writers of
our
Murshidabad.
great
What
nation.
kind of mentality does TMC have?
This hatred spread by the BJP ecosystem is ruined our country. You think that you are doing a service to your religion or to the nation by siding with the Hindus, Bangladeshi, embracing them with open arms and then killing the Muslim Bangladeshi? No. This is not, they are
Arnab,
all human.
he
We must
follows
follow
the same
law
mentality
and
as
treat them
Saida
equally.
Hamid.
We must follow the law, treat them equally.
I'm
We are
very
a
sorry.
nation
He
where
follows the
rule
same.
of
He has
law
the
is
same
supreme.
mentality as Saida
Rule of
Hamid.
hatred is not supreme.
He wants India to
Rule
open
of
its
vote
doors
politics is
to
not
all
supreme.
illegal migrants from
Himanta
across the
Biswa
world.
Sarma
This
is
will
doing
not
a
be
hatred
accepted.
politics,
We
Hindu appeasement.
cannot allow
But
the
I'm
country's
sure
demography to be
right-thinking Hindus
distorted
even
like you
do
have
not
presided
agree
over the
with Himanta
demography
Biswa
of
Sarma.
Bengal in the last 15
Himanta
years.
Biswa Sarma has no license to kill
We
people
will not allow
using
the
Assam
kind of
police
demography
just
distortion
on
which
the
you have
basis of
allowed
their
in
religion.
Bengal. We will
You
combat
have
it. We will
ruined the
ensure that
country.
India is for
Our
Indians.
great nation, India, you are ruining the BJP ecosystem.
Arnab, you are
The
aware how
hatred
they tried
BJP
to
ecosystem
malign
has
the
ruined
Haryana
our country.
government, how TMC tried to malign the Haryana government when it carried out its drive against illegal migration.
You
have
will go
seen
on
what
blabbering.
kind of
You will
falsehood
go
they
on
spread
blabbering.
against
But a day
the
will come
Haryana
when you
government. They
will
said
be
all
out of
Bengalis
power,
are being
people will
attacked.
chase
This is
you
the
out of
reality
your
of TMC. This is
A
how
day
they
will
bat for
come
illegal migrants.
when you will have to repay for all the crimes, your hate crimes and inhuman.
Acha, tell me one thing. Tell me one
inhumanly
thing.
crimes and
Tell me
killings
one
that
thing.
you are doing. A
Tell
day
me
will
one
come
thing.
when you have
One
to
minute.
pay for it.
Tausif, just 1 minute. What is the Hindu population in Bangladesh?
Are you doing a quiz show with me? What is the Hindu population in Bangladesh? Don't do all this with me here, Arnab.
Are you so stupid you don't know?
You cannot treat foreigners differently on the basis
Are you
of
so
their
stupid you don't know?
Law applies.
Are you
to
so
all
stupid that
equally.
you were making
No, you
these
are
arguments?
stupid.
Are you so
being
stupid that you
giving
were
a
making
stupid
these arguments
argument.
without even
People
knowing
laugh at you.
the
Do you
Hindu
know that?
population in
People
Bangladesh?
laugh at you but because of your stupid
No,
argument that you
my
do.
point
My point
is,
in the name of,
are you so
journalism,
ignorant? Okay, I won't say
drama that you are
stupid.
doing.
I won't call you stupid. You
People
felt
are
bad.
fed up
Are you so
of
ignorant that you
your
don't know the
hatred
population of
BJP
Hindus in
propaganda.
Bangladesh and you are
Be a
making an
journalist,
anti-CA
don't be a
argument?
propaganda machine for BJP. Stop being a propaganda machine for BJP. Be a journalist.
You illiterate
Stand
man.
for what is right.
You illiterate
Stand for
man.
human rights.
What human rights? I am for everybody's
all
human rights.
illegal-
You are only for
all
Muslims'
illegal
human rights.
Encroachers should be
You
thrown
only
out of
care about the human rights of
quickly.
Muslims.
And they should be treated
You believe
equally,
Hindus
not on
have
the
no
basis
human
of
rights.
religion. You cannot kill them.
You know something, Tausif. There
From
is
2021 we are seeing all this
Hindu
drama
culture,
happening.
Hindu civilization is at the core of Bharatiya
Come
Sanskriti.
what may, Himanta will lose the election. Your friend Himanta Sarma is going to lose the election. He's doing all this for election.
Yeah, I know you
and
want
he's going
Mohammad
lose the
Yunus to
election.
be the chief minister of Assam, right?
Are you an astrologer?
You want Yunus to be the chief minister of
BJP
Assam?
published a book against Himanta, saying that he is the most corrupt person in the country.
Anyway, he's doing
What
a damn
happened
good
to
job. Himanta is
When
doing
he
a
was-
damn
when
good
he
job
was-
pushing this
before
Bangladeshi
when he
Muslims
was
out.
not a BJP member, a BJP
Bangladeshi
published a
Muslims will
book
all be
of-
dragged and
on
thrown out of
Himanta.
Assam.
Book-
And
book is
Gurgaon
entire
and
book
Noida and Delhi
speaking
and
about
Bombay.
his corruption.
All Bangladeshis
Now
will be
he's
picked
become
up and thrown out.
he
You
has
can
been
keep
washed
crying.
clean
You can keep
because
crying.
he joined the washing machine of BJP.
What could you do when Bangladeshis ran from Gurgaon? What did you do? Sit there and cry from Calcutta.
your friend Himanta Biswa Sarma will go to jail. Don't take refuge behind religion.
Anyway,
It will not
my
help
point
you.
is
It
infiltration
will not
is
help
bad.
Himanta Sarma
I'd like
to take
Rajat to
refuge
come in.
behind religion. The
Rajat,
government will change and he will go to
Rajat,
jail.
I think it's a very important fight that Himanta is
Himanta
fighting.
will go to jail
And
and nobody
Himanta
can
is
stop
fighting.
it.
Himanta has become public enemy number one for the Muslim vote bank politics people, for the communal people, for the pro-Bangladeshi infiltrator people, right? For the Sonia Gandhi club of Khan Market, which says Assam should be taken over by Muslim infiltrators. But what is the macro implication of the Assam elections coming up? What are the bigger things that need to be looked at here? I'd like Rajat to come in. He observes Assam and Northeast very closely, right? Rajat and then any of the others, please.
Anybody, if anybody were to look at the demographic data of Assam, almost 42% now occupy minority segment voters. Therefore, Congress is lying idle. They don't have to work hard because they don't start with zero to put up layers of voting narrative. They start with 42, BJP starts with zero. So BJP has to climb all the way from zero to go up to 51% vote share in order to beat Congress party, and it is not an easy thing. And I believe this is why Himanta Biswa Sarma will have to do a lot of hard work as he has been doing historically. But why is Congress and all the elements of Congress party raking off all these issues? All they need to do in the prep to the election is to excite this base of 42%. It gives such collateral advantages all around. It gives them advantage in Assam. It gives them this advantage of around 35% in West Bengal. It gives them a solid advantage of 15% even in Bihar. So it's a net gain. So you will see this rhetoric, which the Shaheen Bagh 2.0 will unfold in greater amount of aggression, greater amount of vocal chords being spent on this. And you will see this dirty politics being taken up by Congress party ad nauseum now. If Wahida ji is so concerned, why does she not open her house, keep 2 Bangladeshis in her house and then talk and give moral lecture to the whole country? She won't do that. She will wax in her, American / UK accent and try to create this larger humanitarian perspective. Can she dare go to United States without a visa, without a valid visa, and try and enter into it illegally? These ICE people today will put her in jail for all the rest of her life. And then she'll come out and then try and lecture this whole country. See, there will be elements within the Congress party who will be asked to, by none other than by Mr. Rahul Gandhi, to pick up this issue. He would want to continue to ensure, to keep speaking on this, whereas he will not utter that. They are trying to do some kind of a social engineering where they will try and fool their own core bases around the Muslims. They have done nothing, by the way, for them. They'll continue to fool them by this, this toxic narrative of having illegal migrants, be it whichever religion, by the way, to come into our country and keep fanning in these set of anxieties among the Muslim population. And on the other side, keep looking for a Yadav vote base or a small vote base here and there and try to stitch up an alliance, because all they need to do is to add that additional 7-8%. This is the maximum that they need to go. What is Mr. Gaurav Gogoi's attention right now? His focus is that how can I convince the Ahoms to come together, and the Ahoms in the Upper Assam constitute considerable number of votes, and they belong to Mr. Gaurav Gogoi's community. So Ahoms and Muslims come together, they will be 50% plus. This is their simplistic understanding of Assam. The country can go to hell, the state can go to hell, they don't care, as long as they have access and the keys to levers of power. This is what the state of affairs we are living in. So the real
question is today, that does the Congress want...
Lower Assam, you cannot...
The question I'll put on the poll, does the Congress want Assam to become a Muslim majority state? That's a simple question. Does the Congress and Congress ecosystem want Assam to become a Muslim majority state? And what is the...
Arnab, Congress
I believe they do.
Entire country to become a Muslim majority state. This is precisely what they are doing in Kerala. This is precisely what they would do in Bengal. This is precisely what they are doing in Jharkhand. So Congress would want the entire country to be a Muslim majority country. But please remember, and please remind people like Tausif that India was divided on the basis of religion. We cannot afford another religion if that is what you are aiming at. And in fact, the reason why they are so rattled today is because they know Prime Minister is very serious. He has made this announcement from the ramparts of Red Fort, and he will continue. He has been here. He said the same thing in Bihar, and he will follow it up with a high-powered commission. In fact, even if you are aware of what Himanta Biswa Sarma has done in the last few months, As in Assam, nobody above the age of 18 is being given Aadhaar card, because this was a lacune, this was a loophole which the Congress party had been exploiting to award Aadhaar cards to illegal migrants. He has gone back to the Immigrant Act of 1950. Now foreign tribunals have very little power. The magistrates have the power to figure out who are the illegal migrants and pack them off. Satellite surveillance is taking place in border areas.
Face recognition, yeah.
Taking place in other border states also subsequently. So all of these, we are very serious this time, and this is the reason why the TMC and Congress is so rattled.
Many people in Bengal are saying that they need a Himanta Biswa Sarma kind of figure in Bengal. That's the only way to save the Hindu population of Bengal, because the way the Muslim population has grown, especially in South Bengal, Hindus have come under threat. We don't want a Bangladesh-type situation to happen in South Bengal. Ladies and gentlemen, my own view on this matter, Pulla, and everyone else, is that we need, of course, a demographic mission. And we need a population control bill, in my view, very quickly. It's also good for society, good for social fabric, good for families. Who wants to have 5 to 10 children? I'm sure Tausif will agree. Who would want to have 4 wives and 20 children in today's day and age? I don't know why Tausif is against triple talaq. Who wants to have more than 1 wife and dozens of children? It's bad for society. It's bad for families. It's bad for economy, and therefore, what is very essential is we must have a population control bill, and I'd like to bring Pankaj and Mujibur on that. I think it's a matter of time. The first battle is the kind of battle that Himanta is fighting. Right? He's going to push them out. And I think one should be very happy, because Mujibur, why would we want to see Bangladeshis in Gurgaon? Thousands of Bangladeshis went away from Gurgaon. They fled, bhag. Before the police could come, they ran. There was a deadline that was given a few days back. They disappeared. Same thing will happen everywhere. Yes, Mujibur.
I know you people heard Bangla language, Bengalis. So
can you speak Bangla? No, can you speak Bangla? 1 minute. Can you speak Bangla? I can. Can you speak Bangla? What do you know? No, why do you make hollow comments like that? Can you speak Bangla? Can you speak Bangla? I run a Bangla channel. I've anchored in Bangla. I can speak Bangla. Can you speak Bangla? Can you speak Bangla?
He is speaking Bangla. He is not Bangladeshi.
No, you can't speak Bangla. What are you talking about Bangla? You don't know anything. You are also an ignorant man.
It is picking up Bengali Indian Muslims and terming them as their illegal migrants. First of all, 11 years have passed that Mr. Modi is the Prime Minister. Where is the red carpet from there? The illegal migrants are coming into the country. Do you want to say that our military is not capable to stop infiltration? No. And now, how much is the population of the Assam? 3.5 crores. And only if you see the progress, it's an organic increase. And Article 19 of the Constitution gives us the right to travel from any part of the country and to live anywhere, to do business at any place. And Muslims do not get...
I don't even know who he is. Does he even know what an organic growth of population is?
In the areas where already Muslims...
Do you know, sir, how has the Muslim population increased decade over the last 3 decades?
Increasing. Can you tell the nation how many districts in the India are where Hindus are in majority? Will you talk about this, the Hindu majority districts in India?
Mujibur, can I ask you something? Just 1 minute.
Please.
Right. Mujibur, I'll tell you one thing. Be very careful, first of all, because you are live from Trump's country now. Somebody has told me that you are speaking from Maryland in the United States of America, Trump's USA, and you are a supporter of infiltration. Once more you say, I support infiltration, you will be picked up before you finish your sentence and locked up by the ICE police. You are supporting infiltration, sitting in...
I didn't say...
You're supporting infiltration. No, it's an on-record comment. This man is dangerous. God knows what he'll do.
He is not capable to stop infiltration, first of all. And secondly, those Bengali people are from West Bengal, which is a territory of India. I know you want a Hindi state, you want Bangladeshis out, Bangladesh out. You want this, but these people are as Indian as you and me.
You are a person, you don't know the difference between Murshidabad and Mymensingh. What do you know?
Why did we?
You're a fanatic. What do you say?
I know.
What do you know?
I don't know everything, but I'm sure I know more than you.
No, don't make a stupid comment again, Don't make a stupid comment. Okay, name 10 districts of Assam.
I never visited Assam.
No.
I'm not a journalist.
You don't have to visit Assam. You can't name 10 districts of
I have
Assam.
not visited Assam.
He knows nothing. He just wants to take a Muslim line.
I know the census
You saw Rajat?
data. I know
He can't name
the
10
growth rate
districts.
of the
Shame on you.
growth rate.
Shame on you.
Visited and you are on a television channel
He's a
to comment on
spokesperson
the
of
state of
Tablighi
Assam.
Jamaat.
You want to comment on the future of the
He's a
state of Assam
spokesperson
without
of
even
Tablighi
ever
Jamaat.
visiting Assam.
He's a Tablighi Jamaat spokesperson.
How crazy that is,
Of the
sir.
state, I have to tell
How
the name
crazy
of the
can that be? You are on a live discussion before such a reputed national television and you are talking about Assam and you've never even visited Assam. You don't even know the situation of Assam and you made a broad-brush argument. You made a broad-brush argument saying that this is an organic growth. What do you know about organic growth?
I'm passing the question.
Come down to Lower Assam and visit.
If you know, you reply, please. I'm passing the question.
I know, sir, because I've lived there.
But you do not know.
I know because I've lived there, sir. I don't come out and make backward statement like you do sitting in America and trying to make assertions on India's future and the future of the state of Assam. So just kindly shut up, and do favor and go after Mamdani's campaign. Don't waste your time. Go campaign for Mamdani.
You cannot say how many atoms are in the
Mamdani needs idiots like you. India doesn't need idiots like you.
Tell me.
We are good enough. We are good on our own. We'll fight for our rights. Go fight for Mamdani.
You do nothing. You do nothing. You just can do one thing. The hatred.
You have zero ideas, sir. So kindly shut up and stay put where you are. You are doing your best. You are best at quitting. You quit.
You are just
don't come back when Trump kicks your ass and you have to forcefully come down to India. Then don't come to India, please. Save us. Go to Bangladesh. Whenever Trump and ICE
Anyway, I want how
Bangladesh.
Himanta Biswa Sarma runs his state, Pulla, and Pankaj is his business. Law and order is a state subject. An unemployed Jawahar Sarkar, some kind of a bureaucrat turned politician, ex-politician, whatever, he wants to interfere. He's saying people have been evicted. In Assam, there are no, in schools, the maidans of schools have been taken over by Bangladeshis. You know that, Pulla? And if the children try to play, the Bangladeshi infiltrators attack the children. Hindu women in various parts of Assam today cannot even go out of their house. They can't leave the village or their small area because if they go out, they'll be targeted by Bangladeshi Muslims who want them not to speak Assamese. If you speak Assamese, you're targeted in Assam. What if I tell you, Pulla, if you speak Tamil, you would be targeted in Tamil Nadu? How would you feel? Suppose a situation comes where in Tamil Nadu, if you speak Tamil, you'll be targeted. How would people respond? It's easy to be secular like this.
What you said.
No, I'm asking you answer the question, what I said. Suppose a situation were to come where a Tamil would be nervous to speak Tamil in Tamil Nadu.
Is there a government? Is there a government?
Is there a government?
What is Biswan Sarma doing? He woke up too late. He has already been chief minister for 8 years.
I'm sorry, he's been at it since he became chief minister.
What have they done? What have they done?
This is the job of Tarun Gogoi and Hiteshwar Saikia.
And when he was in Tarun Gogoi's
Otherwise,
government.
the situation would have been worse under the Gogois.
When he was in Tarun Gogoi's government.
He is the person who has successfully combated, circumvented illegal migration. Arnab, even today, I believe there are some people who have been caught on the border. And he's personally spearheading and monitoring, all these border surveillance measures. Had it been the Gogois, today already the Muslim population in Assam would have touched 50%. So in these 9 years have been life-saving years for Assam. And like I mentioned at the very start,
I would ask one question.
The demographic danger by a good 2 decades.
Last 11 years, what has the government done? What has the government done to control crime? To evict people, they did nothing. Powerful words.
I'm telling you.
That's what you give.
You look at the figures. You look at the figures. We have successfully circumvented. Today, in Assam at least, it is happening on a very minimal scale. Where it is happening in Bengal, where 500 kilometers of borderland has still not been given given to the BSF, where we are not able to do the fencing. That is where it is happening. For that matter, even in Myanmar, of the 1,500 kilometers of border that we share with Myanmar, 300 kilometers, roughly 300 kilometers have been fenced. We are committed to securing all our borders. But one of the larger point is, look at how each of the opposition parties today is traumatized by Prime Minister Modi's tirade against illegal migration. It almost seems that it's a personal loss for these opposition parties, whether it is Rahul Gandhi.
One thing the government has done. One thing that the government has done. You're hiding the
who are
fact.
trying to demonize the election commission just
You're
because
blaming
they want
others.
to save.
You're blaming migrants.
They want to save
what has the government done?
Or
what has the
whether
government done?
it is Mamata Banerjee who knows that the next turn
What has
is
the
of
government?
Bengal. Bengal will face the music with SIR. Bengal, where she has been shielding illegal migrants, will be exposed. And that is why
what has the government done? Can you answer me in
traumatized
one
by Prime
sentence?
Minister Modi's tirade against
you're
illegal
deflecting.
migrants.
You're deflecting the debate. The government has failed. The government has given buckets of powerful words. Government has done nothing. The government, what do you expect us to do something? Or some has-been from the planning commission?
This is a 75-year-old problem.
What has the government done?
The one border state where we have the government, we have delivered. The
government has absolutely done nothing.
If we have the government next year in Bengal, we will show how illegal migrants have to be dealt with in Bengal. We will implement the Assam model.
The government has done nothing.
We have only one of the border states which has a long boundary with Bengal, with Bangladesh.
The Chinese,
Assam, where we have delivered.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to ponder for a moment the seriousness of the issue. The seriousness of the issue, ladies and gentlemen. And because sometimes, we have this feeling Northeast is very far away, it doesn't concern us. It concerns us. If the sovereignty and integrity of India is targeted by foreign infiltrators who come and turn the demography of a state on its head and Assam becomes Muslim majority state because of Bangladeshi infiltration, it will have an impact on national security also. Because you will have one state in the northeastern part of the country connected to the rest of India, the whole region by the chicken's neck, right? And the whole region around it, Jharkhand, Assam, parts of Meghalaya, infiltration, Muslim majority in various areas, we would be foolish to think it will not have an impact on our national security. Let's get very real. The only way for me to communicate this to you is to ask you this question, viewers. Imagine that you cannot speak Gujarati in Gujarat. Imagine you cannot have Gujarati food in Gujarat. Imagine you cannot speak Hindi in Uttar Pradesh. Imagine if Uttar Pradesh becomes Muslim majority and you cannot speak Gujarati in Gujarat. Imagine you cannot speak Marathi in Maharashtra. Imagine your identity, your culture, your way of life, your temples, your community, your society, everything changes. And the infiltrators come and they push you out. And then there is violence. They take over the schools, they take over the school compounds, they take over the villages. They take over the suburban areas, they buy the land, they force you out. And imagine if anybody questions them, then you are told, oh, you are communal. Ladies and gentlemen, just imagine this today. Imagine you cannot speak Kashmiri in Kashmir, Gujarati in Gujarat. Imagine you cannot speak Tamil in Tamil Nadu. Imagine if to be a Tamil speaker in Tamil Nadu, you would have to be insecure. That is the situation of the brave people of Assam today. The Assamese are threatened for being Assamese in Assam. And all these Bangladeshi Muslims, infiltrators, they keep coming in. They take over, they live in concentrated project areas and they push people back. The Congress ecosystem, my question is, wants to turn, in my view, the Congress ecosystem wants to turn Assam into a Muslim majority state. As long as there are people like Himanta Sarma, it will not happen. But it is anybody's game. If there had been a Mamata Banerjee kind of leader, Tausif, by now, Assam would already have been a Muslim majority state. You understand? But thankfully, it won't be.
So are you suggesting that all the Bengali, all the Bangladeshi Hindus should come and live in India.
Yes, let me tell you this. Since you're asking a question, be quiet, I'll reply. I believe all Bangladeshi Hindus, all 1 point whatever crore of them who are there, who are 7 or 8% of the population in Assam, a number in Bangladesh, a number you are foolishly unaware of, should be welcome into Assam, into West Bengal and all of India, because there are brothers and sisters who are being persecuted because they are Hindus in Bangladesh.
They will not eat India's resources?
Yeah, no. Will
you keep them in your home?
They are being persecuted.
You will keep them in
and
your
I am
home?
of the view because Muslims are not being persecuted.
Them in your
Are Muslims persecuted?
You will employ them in your studio?
If they are legal, I will. If they are legal, I will. Do you have a problem with that? You want me to recruit infiltrators?
And they will be fed.
I want people who enter my country legally to be brought in. I want people who enter my country illegally to be thrown out. Do you understand that? Is that clear to you? Do I need to be more clear? I am not politically correct like you. I want the infiltrators to be picked up and thrown out, and so do you. Why don't you put them in your house?
They will all come and feast in your home.
Well, let me make it absolutely clear.
And employed in
I believe our country is large enough to accommodate Bangladeshi Hindus who are being persecuted by fanatic Bangladeshi Muslims in Bangladesh.
You are as communal as Himanta.
Well, for you, a fanatic Bangladeshi Muslim is secular. But a persecuted Bangladeshi Hindu is a threat. This is the warped mindset that people like you have. You are the most communal person I have met in my life. You're a danger to society. Rajat, are you hearing this? Yeah, Tuhin wants to come in. Tuhin.
Arnab, I don't engage with lunatics like him. I don't spend my energy on these people because it is frivolous to do that. It is waste of my time, waste of your viewers' time, because you can't change these people. You know, when you ask a simple question, why does he not publicly announce what is his house address? I'll pick up 2-3 Bangladeshis along the way and send it to his house.
You should
Open
go
your
to
house.
Bangladesh.
What is your house address?
Vacate this.
What is your house address?
Because Arnab will invite a Bangladeshi Hindu to be specific, to come and debate on television. You have to vacate this space. Be ready for that. Go to just go. Take a flight to Bangladesh.
Basic discussion.
Leave my country.
A roadside vendor has a much more dignified opinion on these issues than this man. So I won't engage with him.
Go to Bangladesh. You don't belong here. Just go to Bangladesh.
Tausif, you should be ashamed of yourself. There's a visual today of your party MLA running away like a mosquito when he was being chased by the enforcement directorate.
Mosquitoes don't run. Mosquitoes fly.
Yeah, anyway, he ran like a mosquito and landed like a fly.
You have lost it, Arnab.
Well, anyway, I know you know a lot about mosquitoes. Maybe you are close to one.
There is a larger...
I mean, you don't understand the larger point. You see these infiltrators come in like locusts. The infiltrators come in like locusts. Did that hurt you? The infiltrators came in like locusts. Hurts your sentiment.
The larger point is
hurts your sentiment. Hurts your sentiment. Tuhin is on the debate. Ladies and gentlemen, 86% of people feel Congress wants to turn Assam into a Muslim majority state. Tuhin.
There is a bigger point which TM...
Pankaj is on. Pankaj is speaking. Pankaj. Yes, Pankaj.
Justifying.
No, now it's okay. I just wanted to remind you that you have invited me also.
Jharkhand ATS...
You're free to come in, Pankaj. You don't seem involved in the debate. You can take on Tuhin. Yes, Pankaj.
You want to run your own agenda only. What was the fundamental point during this debate?
The fundamental point is that the Congress ecosystem of people like Saida Hamid want to turn Assam into a Muslim majority state.
You are unnecessarily
Pankaj.
Congress party and its leadership in this.
Why Saida Hamid is close to the Congress leadership? Is she not part of the Congress ecosystem? Was she not made, unfortunately, a member of the Planning Commission by the Congress party?
For last 45 minutes.
Is Saida Hamid not part of the Congress ecosystem?
She is not a member of the Congress party.
Is she not a part of the Congress ecosystem?
No, she is not. How can you say that?
Was she not made a member of the Planning Commission?
If you appoint someone as a member of the... So, making a member of the Planning Commission doesn't make you a part of the ecosystem or doesn't make you the member of the Congress party. You are unnecessarily trying to...
You disagree with her views?
And its leadership into this... No, Saida, whatever Saida...
What is the Congress party's position? Okay, forget Saida Hamid. What is the Congress party's position on infiltrators in Assam? Has there been a single statement? 1 minute.
Nobody is endorsing Saida Hamid's Nobody is endorsing Saida Hamid's statement. Has Congress party endorsed Saida Hamid's statement?
Have
No.
they condemned it?
She can say whatever.
Have they
she
condemned
wants.
it?
She is an independent. She is nobody endorsed it. Nobody endorsed it. She is an independent, respected lady of 81, 82 years old. She has her own views. She can express them. What is wrong in that? But Congress party has never endorsed this.
Then why are all these activists against the eviction drive? Why are these activists against the eviction drive of Bangladeshis in Assam? What is their interest?
Arnab, it is far more.
What is their interest?
They will.
Why don't they stay away from this issue? Let Himanta Biswa Sarma handle it.
You can ask this. You can ask this Saida Hamid ji. Why are you dragging the Congress party and its leadership into this? That is what I want.
Because the Congress party's political campaign seems to endorse infiltrators in Assam. Because you're not taking a sing. Because the Congress party is single-handedly responsible for the infiltration in Assam. Because the Congress party brought in the IMDT Act. Because the Congress party made it difficult to take on illegal infiltrators. Because the Congress party provided a protective cover for infiltrators in Assam. Don't you know the history of infiltration in Assam? How can you even ask a question like that, Pankaj?
No.
How can you? You want to say the sins of the Congress party we should not remind you of?
At all. You want to create...
The sins of the Congress party in Assam?
To create fake narratives.
Fake narratives?
Oh, never.
Was the infiltration during Himanta Biswa, during Hiteshwar Saikya's time, true or false? Was the infiltration in Tarun Gogoi's time true or false? In which era did the Congress invite the infiltrators? Like the left and Mamata Banerjee have done in Bengal, is the Congress which did Assam. Don't disown it.
Must stop illegal infiltration. They should send back all the illegal infiltrators. Who is stopping them?
Who is stopping them? Then stay out of it. No, let Himanta handle it. Let Himanta handle it.
He is not able to handle it. He just wants...
Why don't you guys just stay away and sip your cold coffee in Khan Market?
Nothing else.
Why don't you go for a cold coffee in Khan Market? Let serious people handle this. Yes, Pulla, everyone on.
Mr. Goswami,
the government has been quiet. Why blame that lady who was there earlier 10 years, 15 years ago as if she's some great leader? You have done nothing. What? As Mr. Pankaj Sharma has said, you throw them out. You throw them out. You're not doing it. He has said it. Everybody wants you to throw.
Anyway, I believe, Pulla, there needs to be a mass awakening against the demographic threat to our country. The only way to save the country is by having a quick population control bill and implementing this within months, not years. That's the only way to make the demography of our country stable. And I'm sure the government is going to work in that direction. I thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And this ecosystem, which compromises demography in our country, wants us to believe the demographic change is not real. The demographic change is not just real. It's truly dangerous. And mark my words, if we don't draw a red line on it, it'll be the problem all over the country. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने। पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ, डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड भी, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
What makes you a legend? Maybe that you're followed by everyone.
Maybe that you follow no one. Maybe both. 10 years of Creta. Legend forever.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
Sarah, this is your space, slay it your way. थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये ही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, राजा और मसाला।
आपने उस वक्त पहले भी जिक्र किया था अडवाणी जी के ऊपर कि उन्होंने भी इस्तीफा दिया था, उन्होंने कहा था।
QSMTHE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, एवरीडे।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
I choose a world where we dream and the limit is the sky, and this world is my home where I'm living my best.
Mindfully crafted home decor fabrics. Sansar, a D-Decor brand. Live consciously.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये ही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, राजा और मसाला। Sarah, this is your space, slay it your way. ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जलजीरा मसाला।
India is preparing to launch the next
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये ही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, राजा और मसाला। Sarah, this is your space, slay it your way.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
भारत की अपनी दुकान, इंडिया सोना, अपने देश का सामान, इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, एवरीडे।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Arnab Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, she was tortured, assaulted and set ablaze in front of her 6-year-old son. A terrible crime in the National Capital Region. All of the country is now demanding justice for Nikki. At 9 p.m. sharp tonight, the irrepressible, the volatile and explosive Himanta was on the Gandhi family loyalist for batting for Bangladeshi infiltrators in Assam. And ladies and gentlemen, a terrible crime in the National Capital Region. Not even 15 minutes from where the Republic studio is located. In the village of Kasna, in Uttar Pradesh, just on the edge of Greater Noida. The visuals related to this crime are so horrific, the case is so horrific, ladies and gentlemen, that the whole country is talking about it. But here is one of the most bitter ironies. Before I go into the details and talk about the visuals, which I will in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. One of the reasons this case is being spoken about is because it has happened close to one of the metropolitan cities of the country. And before I even begin to join with all the conviction at my demand, the Justice for Nikki movement, I have this to say: how many such incidents of crime, of killing, murder and dowry deaths are still continuing in this country in 2025. It is just that the case of Nikki, the contrasts in this case are too powerful. The visuals are obviously here before us, recorded the moment of the crime. Too horrific. So this incident hits you in your face. And you suddenly pinch yourself and you ask, are we living in a country of two Indias, two Bharats? And what have we achieved as a country? How do we expect to become a developed country, a Viksit Bharat, if this is how women are treated in homes in our country? Ladies and gentlemen, the visual that is most shocking, and I can go to this full frame, is the visual of Nikki walking down burnt. This visual, which is now on your screens full frame, is that of Nikki Bhatti. After being beaten mercilessly, she set on fire. And in her last moments, she's walking down a staircase ablaze. And then there is another visual of her on the floor, completely charred and completely burnt. Her last moments, after being beaten, after being set ablaze, in her last moments, writhing in pain, ladies and gentlemen, a young lady, just 28-year-old, called Nikki Bhatti. Her life snuffed out by a family, by her husband, by her mother-in-law, all for a demand of 36 lakh dowry that they wanted more. This is the visual when she was being beaten. This visual was recorded by Nikki's own sister. Nikki and her sister were married to two brothers. This incident happens in Kasna, just on the edge of Greater Noida. And her mother-in-law and her husband beat her relentlessly. This visual was recorded by her own sister. There were continuous demands for dowry, and then there is this moment where Nikki is being brutalized by her husband and her mother-in-law. And her mother-in-law. This incident happens on the afternoon of the 21st of August, around 3:30, when Nikki Bhatti tells her husband that she wants to reopen her beauty parlor. And her husband, who was angry over her Instagram posts and her ambition to restart work, beat her up, and this time beat her up along with his mother, that is Nikki Bhatti's mother-in-law. The mother-in-law has been arrested. Nikki Bhatti has been arrested. Both of them get together and join and physically assault their daughter-in-law. And then the other video, which is the most disturbing one, which is of Nikki Bhatti, captured, engulfed in flames, rushing down a staircase helplessly as she is burning alive. Her 6-year-old son witnessed the entire attack. I will play for you next his heartbreaking testimony in which he says everything that you need to know about the case. He says that they threw a liquid on my mother and then they let her ablaze. This is her son's testimony.
उसके बिना एक पल भी नहीं रहता, उसने ये सारी चीजें आंखों से देखी थी। एमी साहब ने क्या देखा था बता ना बेटा।
मम्मा के ऊपर पहले कुछ डाला, फिर मम्मा को चाटा मारा, फिर लाइटर से आग लगा दी थी।
Ladies and gentlemen, there is no remorse that this Vipin has.